Webinar is one of the best ways to catch users' interest and educate them about problems and solutions within your niche, and in turn sell your app to your potential customers. Hello everyone, I'm Ritesh from Innofied, and today I'm going to discuss the best ways of promoting your app through a webinar. Now, before I go deep into the discussion, I would request you to subscribe to our channel. If you're enthusiastic about product design and development, app development, startups and entrepreneurship, we discuss a lot of problems and solutions in the tech world and how it can solve your business problems. We also send a lot of free giveaways like ebooks, templates, worksheets to our subscribers regularly, so do stay connected to us. Now, although there are many marketing tools that can help you get your message out there, webinar ranked as the #1 tool for modern day marketing. Webinars give marketers the chance to demonstrate and showcase their products to a live audience. What's more is that you can interact with your audience in real time. Webinar is now one of the most effective forms of communication to a larger sphere of audience for business purposes. Promoting your app through webinar is currently trending, and it is used by most of the smart entrepreneurs. With the increasing popularity of webinars, there are more and more people looking for webinars nowadays. Many businesses are now reaching out their revenue goals through webinars alone. On top of that, webinars give you a chance to become an authority within your niche. Webinars gives you a chance to create and deliver high quality visual content that can have a positive impact on your audience. Your customer will view you as an authority when you start creating video content and will create a strong personal or business brand for you. Webinar also acts as a medium to engage with your audience, grow your email list, and generate more leads for your business. Webinar also allows you the opportunity to connect with other industry leaders and have them as guest presenters in your webinar. Having a guest speaker will help boost your authority in your niche and also attract more customers. You will also build up a loyal customer base because your audience will view you as someone who provides high quality content from a number of different angles. Now that you are convinced as to why webinar can be such a powerful medium when it comes to promoting your app, let's dive into the steps of creating a powerful webinar to sell your applications. The first step, select the webinar tool. There are two types of webinars, live webinar and automated webinar. When you are starting, it's better to go for a live webinar. The next thing you can do is to select a webinar tool. You can use Webinar Jam for live webinars and Everwebinars for an automated webinar. Step number 2, plan your webinar timing and date. When you have decided to do the webinar, get organized first. Get all your tasks planned. Promote your webinar at least 2 weeks in advance. Your ideal webinar duration should be within 45 minutes to 1 hour. Do not stretch it for more than an hour, as people tend to get bored and leave the webinar midway. You can add another 30 minutes for Q&A. So while you begin the webinar, tell your audience something like, hey, if you stick till the end of the webinar, we are going to provide you some sort of a bonus. Now, coming to the date part. The best days to host your webinar will be on Wednesday or Thursday afternoon, after lunchtime, or Sunday evening post dinner time. As statistics shows, these timings bring in the most number of attendees. Step number 3 is to come up with a webinar content. For presenting a webinar, you need to pitch a new idea. Your content should not only be unique, but also interesting. For example, you can show how a product works and demonstrate the benefit to the user. You can include testimonials from other satisfied customers as well. The key here is to create a title, a script, and a PowerPoint deck. Let's start with a webinar title. The title should grab prospects' attention. One good example of a title will be how to get benefit or result without the pain points. The next step is to create webinar script. First, keep a few things in mind when it comes to creating webinar script. Ask what problem you are solving first. Use theatrical storytelling. You need to engage with your audience in the same way as a playwright might engage his. Your webinar script should have a beginning, middle, and an end with a little bit of suspense. Use brevity and clarity. Do not divulge everything you know about every topic. The worst webinars are the ones in which the host rambles instead of getting the point across. So be concise. Speak in a conversational tone. Don't sound like a slightest bit know-it-all or condescending or weirdly professional. Once you're done with the script, then work on your deck. For beginners, you can create your deck in PowerPoint. Just use beautiful visuals and videos and less text as much as possible. Step number 4 is to create the webinar landing page. Once you are ready with your webinar, then the next step is to create the landing page in which people can come and register for your webinar. You can create landing pages using many landing page builders like Unbounce, Instapage, or even MailChimp, which is completely free. If you already have a working website, then create a page on your site that automatically updates with the upcoming webinar sessions of your company. Also, you need to embed the webinar registration form on your landing page. Step number 5. Go for community outreach. Trying to get the word out on the internet can be a great way to kickstart your webinar app promotion. Your webinar is, after all, addressing your app idea. So it's important to do your legwork ahead of time in order to introduce yourself and your business to each user in the community that you want to target. How will you target the specific user community? Send them newsletter that will include highly polished emails. Contact influencers, tie up with companies around your space, spread the word in online communities. Step number 6 is promote your webinar using email marketing. Email is a powerful tool to reach your audience, and the same advice applies to email outreach. You need to target your email and tailor them specifically to groups that you will send them. You also want them to have an engaging copy and overall design. Think of using high converting email titles like Save Your Spot without pushing it too far either. Step number 7 is opt for paid advertising. If you have promoted events before, you will know that using paid advertising is effective. It's a powerful tool for promoting webinars, as they are typically delocalized, allowing registrants to participate from anywhere. Some sites include Facebook and LinkedIn allow running ads that direct to a form instead of your website. Usually this type of campaigns are called lead generation campaigns, as getting registrant information is one of the main objectives of running a webinar. These kind of ads can be more effective for your webinar promotion than ads linking to your registration page. Step number 8 is to keep your registrants updated. So you've already done most of the webinar promotion work and people have registered for your webinar. Anyway, you have come so far, so give yourself a little pat on your back. But not for too long, because you're not done yet. Now it's time to focus on registrants to make sure that they actually attend your webinar when it is live. Start sending them reminders beforehand. Enable an automatic reminder when the event goes live. Overall, keep reminding your registrants that they need to attend the webinar. Step number 9 is to maximize value after the webinar is over. So far you have focused on all the actions you can do to promote your webinar before it happens. But now that your webinar is over, there's still quite a few actions you can take to push the webinar forward. You'll either get more people to see your webinar replay or get people interested in your upcoming sessions. So make a replay available to all the registrants in case they may feel like checking out your products and services. Also, there will be a few people who will not be able to attend the webinar live. Some will actually just register to be able to access the replay afterwards. So make sure that you upload the replay and share it via email after the session is done. After the webinar is done, the replay becomes your great asset. You can use it to promote future sessions, cut promotional videos from it, and also you must go for a feedback survey after you are done with the webinar. Collecting feedback from actual webinar participants is a great place to start. You can do so either directly at the end of the webinar with a poll or in the follow-up email after the webinar is over. Trust me, my friends, these 9 steps will actually help you in promoting your app to a larger audience sphere. Remember, all you need to do is to educate the audience about your app. By following these steps, you are likely to get more people engaged with your app, which will in turn later be converted into a lead. So folks, if you have any other ideas about webinar app promotion in mind, I want to know about it. Let me know what you think about it and what has worked for you. Please share your ideas with me and with our audience in the comment section. Please share this video with any of your friends or colleagues who are either an entrepreneur or are in process of becoming one. This video might help them succeed faster. If you are an entrepreneur, startup, business person or somebody associated with the tech industry, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We discuss a lot about the problems startups and entrepreneurs face and what are the best ways to deal with them. Please like and share this video and spread the message. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon.